Here we're looking at part 2 of the polymers video, polypropene. Now in this case the polymer is made up of the monomer propene. Okay, so you notice propene, 3 carbons, double bond between 2 of the carbons. That double bond is going to break, just like it does in polyethene. But now we've got, instead of 4 hydrogens as the side groups, we've got a CH3 group as the side group. So let's have a look and see what happens here. Now for making any polymer, there are specific conditions you need, and they involve high temperature, high pressure and a catalyst. Okay? So as we break down these double bonds in the propene monomer, we've got the structure forming, polypropene. Okay? Now notice you've got your pairs of carbons from around the double bond, and they're the backbone of the polymer chain. Oops. And off these 2 carbons, the first carbon has 2 hydrogens in the monomer. First carbon here in the repeating unit has 2 hydrogens. Second carbon in the monomer has a hydrogen and a CH3 group attached. So in the repeating unit in the polymer, you see a hydrogen and a CH3 group. And then we go to the repeating unit again. So we've got 2 hydrogens, then a hydrogen and a CH3 group, and so on, all along the chain. And this is polypropene. Now you might have heard this called polypropylene, or polyprop, that sort of thing. So a lot of thermal underwear is made of polyprops, polypropene, along with various other bits and pieces that use this type of plastic, as you can see from the pictures. Other uses of polypropene include plant pots and the ones in this picture here, plastic plates, etc., etc. You see the recycle sign there with a 5 in it, PP means polypropene, and when the recyclers see that, they know what type of plastic it is, and that makes it easier for them to be able to recycle it. Okay, what are other types of polymers? Or uses of polypropylene or polypropene? Pet bowl, plastic buckets, playing on the beach, various toys. They're tough, durable and easy to clean, so we like to use them. Polyvinyl chloride is another common type of polymer, abbreviated to PVC. We see that in garden hoses and in wet weather gear, pipes and so on. You might look up at the spouting on your house and notice that it's plastic, and it's likely to be PVC. Polystyrene is another common polymer, another common plastic, and here you notice that one of the side chains is a carbon ring, so that's got 6 carbons in it. Every second bond is a double bond, so it's a C6H5 ring, and that makes these different substances, polystyrene substances. Then we've got PET, which are made, a lot of soft drink bottles are made from PET. That's polyethylene terephthalate, tricky one to pronounce that one. We also make clothes out of it, sailcloths, the structure of hot air balloons, the big balloon is PET. Nylon is a more complicated type of polymer. This is not an addition polymer, but a condensation polymer, which we'll learn about in level 3 chemistry. The parachutes, fishing nets and so on can be made of nylon. Then we've got Teflon. You can see the monomer of Teflon, and here is a 2 carbon structure, so it's an ethene base with 4 fluorine atoms. So that's a tetrafluoroethene, and it's got a trademark name of Teflon, and I'm sure there's plenty of examples of Teflon in your own home. But where else do we find polymers? We see the man-made ones quite easily, but there are lots of natural polymers as well. Okay, you probably aren't aware of some of them. So inside your body, in your joints, you've got something called collagen. Then in your nails and in your hair, you've got a structure called keratin. Both of them are polymers. In other plants, you've got cellulose, and you can see some other examples of man-made polymers here, or uses of man-made polymers.